Hi parents. Next week your child will be coming home with a homework sheet that has some addition and subtraction double-digit problems as well as a couple word problems. So these double-digit problems are new. We've been working on them for the past couple weeks and I wanted to reinforce that through homework. So I want to be consistent with you and I want to be consistent with the kids, so I want to show you how we've been solving them in class so that you could solve them that way at home. If you find that this is not the best strategy for your child and you think that there's a better way to do it that is helpful to them, go for it. There's a million different ways to solve problems. I've just found that this is a really good visual way for kids to do these types of problems. So they're going to come home with the all the addition and subtraction problems that could look like this. They're going to be double digit, and you might be like, oh my gosh, these are huge numbers. Can they solve this? Absolutely. We're teaching them to look at these as almost two separate problems. Yes, ones and tens and ones and ones, but they're not doing any regrouping yet. We're holding off on the regrouping till next quarter. So don't worry about regrouping. There's zero regrouping involved. And so that means they don't need to carry the one or any of that kind of thing. They're not going to have to borrow. They'll be very straightforward. So if they come home in their packet, this is how we've been solving it in class. We say we start from the right. So we're going to start from the right side always. You always start from the right because you always start from the right. The ones are on the right, and that's where we start. It's the right places to start. So you start from the right, and then what we've been saying is you draw a line. And the reason we say draw a line is because we want to separate our ones from our tens. It's really easy to get those mixed up, and you want to have a clear equation set out. When they start writing their own problems, you want to be able to have everything line up. So it kind of keeps things in order, but it also shows them the ones and the tens. They don't have to draw this line. It's kind of a beginning stage kind of thing. So it's really formative. If they've got it and they're like, I don't need a line, I can solve this, no big deal, that's great. But if they're struggling with knowing the tens and the ones, then encourage them to draw that line, because that's really going to show them the two different places, which will make them successful at solving this problem. So then you say, do you start at the tens first or the ones first? And they know, especially because we're starting from the right, you always start with the ones first. So then you go up to the ones, you do 6 minus 2. 6 minus 2 is 4. And you're going to put a 4 at the bottom. Then after you do the ones, you get to go to the tens. So now, and make sure you're using that language with them. If you're doing it with them, ones, tens. We want to keep reinforcing that different place value. 8 minus 5. What's 8 minus 5? Oh my goodness. And they can use any strategy they need to solve these. We really want to get it mental and automative. I know a good mathematician shows their work, and that's fine if they need to kind of do some dots or something like that. But these ones, these should be pretty automative, because 8 minus 5 should be something that they're kind of getting more automatic. So 8 minus 5 is 3, and then they're going to put their number down. And then how many tens, how many ones? 3 tens, 4 ones, and the number's 34. So the numbers this is what you're kind of going to see, and you're also going to see addition problems of that same nature. None of them requiring them to borrow. And they wouldn't borrow an addition anyways, but no regrouping, none of that. It's going to be pretty straightforward. It really is just a matter of looking at the tens and looking at the ones and being able to add those groups separately to make a new number. Okay? Thank you so much.